All right, what's up? This is Darrien.
It's JC. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm a sleepy gal today, I'll be honest. But
Damn.
you know what? I feel like this past weekend was my first weekend of like quote unquote downtime in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I went down to Claire's home, hung out with my dad, we golfed, kind of
Respect.
chilled, at a barbecue with my like coworkers and stuff like that on Sunday. So it was a pretty chill weekend. But I
Mm-hmm.
find that every time I have like a chill day or like a sleep in day, I'm like dead the following days.
Yeah.
The math doesn't math for me.
No, yeah, I get into a slump if I get on the weekends if I sleep in like 2 days in a row. The whole week is ruined.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't.
This is like the
Yeah,
version, like 30-year-old version of a hangover. It's like you sleep
it's
too
not too
much and
much.
then you feel unwell.
Do you remember that one year that we decided one semester we weren't gonna go out and drink and we were gonna rest because we felt better when we were hungover?
Literally, we kind of talked about this like over the weekend, how like I remember the weekends that we would actually go out and drink and going to practice on Monday or whatever. It was like literal hell. It felt like my body was like on a chain and I was dragging it behind me.
Mm.
And we would just willingly do this all the time,
Every weekend.
every weekend.
For
Like,
4 years.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
except for that third year, that was junior year spring, right? We were like, nope, we're healthy gals. We're not gonna be drinking like that no more. And we would like go to bed early and we'd wake up in the morning and text each other like, I feel so good. I'm
Yeah.
so glad we didn't go out last night. Like,
Oh my God, what is this?
oh my God, I feel so refreshed.
Why didn't anybody tell me about this? And then like 3 weeks later, somebody's like, hey, we're throwing a rager. It's like, okay, fine, I'll be there.
We'll be there, obviously,
Yeah.
but
We're not gonna miss it.
we're not gonna
Like,
miss it. We had our window of being healthy, but we're done now.
what was like your favorite year, do you think?
I, this is controversial.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Yeah, right? It's like the worst year of your life, but the best year of your life.
Yeah, we were being like tortured emotionally, but
Mm-hmm.
the like I've been trying to describe this to people who are just about to graduate, some of my like kids who I see. They're
Yeah.
like, "What is it that's so great?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's like summer camp but on crack."
Yeah, totally.
It's like your first little bit of independence but you're not like totally independent. You're not expected to have to like adult. You're not like doing your taxes by any means.
No, yeah.
You're not like paying rent. You're in the dorms,
Mm-hmm.
but like you feel like an adult, but you also seem to have free time all the time for some unknown reason. You remember how we felt like classes weren't all day.
No,
Like
not in undergrad, right?
you're like napping.
I know. I thought about this, a nap every single day, and I could not nap for less than an hour.
No, you were a deep napper.
I was like, I need 2 hours. I need a 2 hour nap window. I would get that every day.
Every day. I do remember your nap windows. It was just like I knew when your class schedule was and when you were napping to not bother you.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
dead to the world and I needed it. Like I needed it. I honestly, when I transitioned to being like full adult and I
Mhm.
stopped having naps, I was like, this is terrible. Like I still think about naps. I tried to have a nap the other day though, and I'm kind of ruined. I had like a 30-minute and I was like, well, that's good. I'm like, oh, I'm an old woman.
I actually do remember that. I was a big napper, like hours
Yeah.
of napping. I didn't nap every day, but when I did, it was like, yeah, I'm down for 2 hours.
It was a part of my
It was
schedule.
built into your day.
Yeah, like I would have to be like, no, okay, well, I'm gonna get home at this time. I'm gonna have a nap, whatever. Like, and it's kind of funny because at the time I felt booked and busy,
Yeah,
but it's because I was accounting for that 2 hour window of
for your
having the
2 hour
nap.
napping. Yeah, yeah.
But it is so true. It's like it should almost be illegal, like being, well, I mean, for us 17, going to live in the dorms, co-ed dorms, like it was you get to just hang out with your best friends all the time. Like I feel like
It's crazy. People are coming and going. Like I think about the night one night I was like, I'm going to bed early. And you were like, no, we're gonna go do something. I was like, I'm going to bed. And I got into bed and you guys came into my room and you're like, get up, we're going somewhere.
I remember that.
No, I'm not. I'm in bed. And you guys are like, get up. I have my retainer and you're like, we're going. I'm like,
Spit it out.
I'm sleeping. Like, I'm all cuddled in bed here.
That was always our like threshold. We'd text each other and be like, "Do you have your retainer in yet?"
Yeah.
If not, you're coming with me, baby.
God, the retainer. I remember coming over, watch the Pretty Little Liars finale. And we both had
Oh,
our retainers in. Like I came over with mine in, and you had yours in. You like
yeah.
sat in your bed watching it. Like,
I remember one night you had like a bad night and I came over and
yeah.
like we both like took our retainers out to talk. Like I drove over to your house and like we're like, wait, should we take our retainers out for this? This is too weird.
Wait, hold on. I'm lisping pretty bad. You're not getting
Yeah. I'm like, I can't hear you past
the
your
full
lisp. We need to take
experience.
these out.
What was your favorite year?
Probably freshman year too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard though because all of the years had good things, you know? I
Totally.
feel like junior year was a little bit of like a
Dude,
we
I was thinking
we
about that today a little bit.
yeah.
There was
Junior
some
year was
dynamics to the team that was not good. What I termed the people that I thought were kind of cancers on the team. It was like a very negative spread.
yeah.
Um,
And just like the year, it was a weird vibe. Like even for like outside of the team, it just was like I don't know.
yeah,
I feel like it's almost like a blank spot in my mind. I
yeah,
remember like beginning junior year and being like, "Oh my God, this is it." Like
yeah.
because freshman, sophomore, you feel like you're like an infant baby child that
We were.
we were we were. Um but
Allie's here.
Allie's joining us. Oh my gosh, welcome Allie.
Hi, Allie. Oh, she's probably just hearing us now.
That's okay. We
Um,
it was essential for us to have Allie on the pod again tonight, so we're
yeah,
recording a little bit later so she could join us.
we couldn't go another week.
No. So,
It was pretty.
yeah,
She's just kind of frozen, but I'm sure she'll come too.
she'll come too. She'll chime in when she's ready and when
Yeah.
everything's working here.
Yeah, I think. Oh, sophomore year was.
Hi.
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 We
Could
were
you
just
not see
talking.
me?
Well, we can, but you're kind of frozen. You're
Yeah,
like,
we were
Oh,
talking to you for the last couple minutes, but
sorry, I was frozen.
that's okay.
I was also just spent like the 10 minutes since I got home trying to get the dog to pee outside, so that's what I was doing, was just screaming at my dog in the backyard. So, sorry, I was
You're
I'm
just
late.
like,
glad,
go pee, go pee.
Yeah.
I'm glad the
Yeah.
dog training classes are going well. You're just
No, it
out
was
there.
the other dog.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
You know what?
fair
Bella
enough.
actually graduated her class from her class tonight, her impulse control class. She did very good.
Wow.
Did she? Aw, what a good girl.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
That was one of New Year's resolution. So that's
Mm-hmm.
good news.
Check that off the list.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, what were you talking about? Sorry.
That's okay. We were reliving our glory days as we always do.
Every episode. Talk about our favorite college year, though. Like, which one was our favorite? And we were saying controversially, freshman year, although we were being tormented physically, emotionally, spiritually. We
Torn down in every
were down in
aspect.
every aspect. My body was literally falling apart. Your body was falling apart.
Yeah,
We were
we loved it. 10 out of
we
10.
loved that year. That year was like 10 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. And I mean, like, senior year was good too, but just because we were seniors, really, you know?
I know.
Like,
We basically ran the entire campus.
yeah, that's what we
That's
thought.
what it feels like still. But I feel like, okay, the thing about senior year for me, and what I try to explain to other people about this, is that not only were we like, seniors for volleyball, so then volleyball felt good, we were actually like crushing it academically.
Which is weird.
Weird. Also,
Yeah.
still partying all the time, just to be so clear. But
Yeah.
we were getting like awards, like
I
we were
joined
part
like
of
this
society.
club. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was on student council. Do you
yeah.
remember that?
I was
For the
running
athletic
the athletic
department.
room. Yeah, I was doing the athletic training, like president shit. Like we were part
Yeah.
of all these groups. Like, we were doing shit academically.
We were. It feels kind of like senior year, like you need to do that, though, like,
Especially if you want to do post grad. I think that was
yeah,
the other thing too, was like,
yeah, totally.
yeah.
I know. Well, we were both working too, right? I mean, like, you're in the ATR, but like, you didn't get paid for that, did you?
No, but I did have a little side hustle in the spring when I worked in the alumni office, and all I did was like fold papers, and they paid me like unbelievable money.
That's right. Okay, okay, yes, that's amazing. Yeah, I was basically licking envelopes in the president's office, so it's like
Yeah.
the same thing, but
Okay. Yeah.
uh,
Crazy.
yeah, good times. Anyways,
Freaking tea. All right,
um,
let's get into some of our topics.
yeah, I was gonna say last week, remember how we were talking about blowjobs and Elsa and
I know.
Anna?
Also on it. Yeah. And I was listening back to it, and I was like, man, we should have talked about that.
I
Yes.
know, right? I was like, oh, it's just like a scroll, like boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
But my thing about Elsa and Anna was that, so my friend who sent in that word or whatever,
Yeah.
she sent me a picture of her son, and her son was in the car when they were listening to the pod, and he said, "Is this Elsa and Anna?" Yeah,
Okay, and just to be so clear, that was like our goal when we first remember when we watched Frozen for the first time?
that was pivotal. Remember?
Pivotal.
Oh my God. In university, they would host like movie nights at the literal movie theater.
It was sick also.
And
Just
you'd get one free piece of candy, wouldn't you?
yeah,
We'd get a Reese's, obviously.
obviously. Obviously.
Obviously, a Reese's. Get a nice little Coke or Pop or something. And then we watched Frozen. That was life changing.
That was like an actual pivotal moment I feel in our lifetime. Like seeing that
Yeah.
movie was like, oh my god.
That movie and If I Stay.
Okay, I did. That movie fucked us up, and it had us in a chokehold for a little while.
We pretended we knew how to play the oboe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'd watch the movie and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, that.
We
If
were
you
like,
guys don't know what we're talking about, the movie If I Stay was like they're in an accident, right? And anyway, they're speaking to each other spiritually.
kind of, because she's like in the in between. It's like her body is basically dying, so her mind is like
Right.
flipping between like, is she going to stay alive or is she going to die?
Yeah. Oh,
And so shows like their love story and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it was crazy. That was also pivotal. But before we forget, back to Elsa and Anna. My thing was like, if we were Elsa and Anna, who is who?
well,
Visually, there's a
visually,
one right answer, right? Like,
yeah. But that's
which
good.
would be I'm Elsa and you're Anna.
Yeah.
But like personality wise, what do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I would say I'm more Elsa.
You think so?
I just don't see myself as like, I feel like Anna's more like,
Cheery?
yeah, bubbly. Like she's more,
Happy?
yeah, joyful. And that's just not me,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
That so reminds me, my dad and I, we went golfing this weekend and he was like trying to help me with my swing a little bit. And he was I forget how he said it, but he was like, do you know what I want you to feel? And I said, is it joy, Dad? Because that's what I want to feel. And he was like, oh my God, be so for real. No.
I'm like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm searching for. And he's like, well, yes, but like not in the golf swing. I'm like,
He's like,
oh, okay,
outside
fine.
of golf, you want me to feel joy? Okay,
Yeah,
noted. Yeah, I'll work on that.
I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but like I think like what is Elsa? Elsa's just like I was gonna say knee jerk like responses like cold hearted bitch, like
Yeah, she kind of is, and that, like, she's the ice queen. She's like a little cold, but she's kind of reserved for her own reasons. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
She has her
mm-hmm.
own trauma that she's dealing with, and like respect. She didn't drag everyone else into that trauma. She just straight up locked herself in her room, which like I get.
Yeah, yeah. I would say if I were to like say what you are is you're like a mix between the two.
Yeah, I think all people are, in a way,
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
I don't know how many people you meet in adulthood who are that bubbly as she is, right? Like as Anna is, because like realistically, they're gonna have that little bit of that cold, you know,
Because we all have trauma.
because we all got trauma, and the world is just not good.
No, we all got that baggage and that trauma, so that's fair. So we're both.
We're both. I think it's a blend, yeah. But
Okay.
visually, obviously, we know,
One right answer.
yeah, how that would.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Wow.
Well, should we rope Allie in here?
Yeah. Allie, you have some stuff you put on the note a couple weeks back. We obviously haven't been able to
Oh my
connect.
God, I can't remember what it was. Can you tell
It's
me?
okay, we have it. We have it. First one, activate, I think. You wrote activate.
Oh my God. Okay.
You want to...
Buckle up, people.
Yeah,
I'm
oh my
so
God.
sorry to the listeners because I'm just going to be jumping back like 2 weeks, but I have not been on the pod. I've been unfortunately busy, which is insane for me.
Yeah.
So activate. Darrien, you would love it there. Okay, so I went just recently for the first time, like maybe a month ago, and I was so sweaty. I thought I was gonna throw up. I was like unwell physically. I burned like 700, 800 calories in an hour. My Apple Watch does.
Full
And
tilt.
it was like it was intense. Yeah, you're like crawling on the floor. Like I was going all out. I was willing to destroy my body for these stupid little like 5 minute games. And
Squid Games, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would highly recommend to anyone like, and you can also do it if you're not like, if you don't want to go and be super physical. There are games you can play that like aren't as, you don't have to crawl and jump and stuff. But those
Yeah,
ones
like
are
if you're
really
not
fun.
psycho.
Yeah, if you're not
If
insane.
Yeah, I think the key is there. If you've never played a competitive sport, go and have fun. But if you've played a competitive sport, I think you're gonna fucking go full tilt.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna fuck around and find out. If
There's
you've played
no
a
way.
sport, like yeah.
Yeah, like I was doing the laser one and I was like crawling and my ponytail was kept hitting off the laser. And our one friend is like, "You gotta tuck your ponytail in." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'll cut it off." Like we're just like so intense. And then I'm like tucking into my sports bra and like crawling on the floor like,
Allie
yeah.
comes out with a buzz cut.
Yeah, like had to do it for activate.
She's like for activate. Yeah. I know. I feel like it's like you come out like a sweaty third grader out of gym class. Like that's the vibes because you can't carry water with you either. So
Yeah.
like you have to go like use their water fountain or go out to the lockers and go to the locker and get your water.
In front
So
of
it literally
everyone.
feels like yeah, it's so it's traumatizing, but it's amazing.
That is actually insane. They should do something a little bit in the middle there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to you being able to do that, Darian. It's going to be life-changing.
I can't
But I
wait.
still think, like we were saying, Allie, I think that she needs to be closer to 100% in order to fully commit to activate. Because she was like, oh, I could probably do that soon. And I said,
No.
you know what? You need to be at your top peak performance as an athlete, you know?
Yeah, like
Or else you're going to hate it.
I was
Yeah.
so sore after. Like it literally felt like I had run 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you probably did.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like you are doing a lot of like quick movements, so it would be hard on a foot. Like I
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
0
well,
stars.
I'll probably go next month is my thought then. I'll give it
Yeah.
a little bit
This
of time.
summer, we should do it. Maybe we should do it for the batch.
That would be really fun.
That gives us all something to train for.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. My project
Rehab your
this fall
injuries, ladies.
just got serious. Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Wow.
shred. Wait, what is it? Shred for. What is it?
No. Project Get Swole.
Project Get Swole. I'm so sorry. I can't
Yeah.
I
find
think
that.
it's called what's the like typical one? Shredding for the wedding.
Shredding for the wedding.
Yeah, but that's
Actually,
toxic.
shedding
Yeah.
for the wedding is what people
Yeah.
used to say, and that's why I'm like, I ain't about that. So it's getting swole for the wedding because that has such a not negative connotation to it. So.
Yeah, like your fitness, healthy,
Fitness.
muscle mass, not like starving, get the weight off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, totally.
Feeling good.
Uh,
That sort of thing.
Respect, man, for sure. The other thing, Allie, that we needed to catch up on was Summer House.
I might as well just mute myself for this.
Okay, I
Goodbye,
have
Darien.
Okay, so first of all, let me say I finished 9 seasons in 4 weeks. Um yeah, it was a lot. It took over my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is my entire life. And spoiler, everyone, but there was some news that came out this week that one of the cast members will not be returning, and it is Paige DeSorbo, which is just a listener
Gutting.
messaged me and was like, "Now that you're a Summer House fan, like, can we talk about this?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yes." Like,
Yeah. I know there's a few people that are leaving, and like now they're saying that, I mean, all the speculation is that like it's going to be a shitty next season, or else they're going to have to recast like
yeah.
a new cast. But then at that point it's just like, ugh, I don't know. But what did you think about this past season?
Um, well, I really hate Lindsay, so it was really hard for me to watch. I,
Do you still hate
yeah.
her after the last season?
Oh my God, yeah, even more.
That's fair. That's
I
honestly
think
fair.
she's
That's
like,
valid.
it's even worse because she was doing all that petty shit while she was pregnant. She's like, oh, I've moved on with my life, and yet you're still causing drama and like trying to like
Yeah.
hurt your ex fiance. When you're pregnant with another man's child, like move on, bitch. Like,
And
I
you're
don't
also
know.
sober saying these things. She had an excuse before where she was drunk all the time that it was like, okay, that's fair. Like, whatever. She's crazy. She's wild. She has an alcohol problem. Let's film it and make money off of it. But now she's pregnant and sober, and it's like, oh, you're just
Oh,
whacked.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're just crazy. You're just a
Got it.
bad person. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her and Gabby gotta go. I do not like Gabby.
Oh, no. I forgot
I think
who
Gabby is
Gabby
like
was. That's literally how
That's what little
insignificant she
Allie
is.
thinks of her. She's like,
Well, she
I know
just
what you're
like
talking about.
wants to take Lindsay's side the whole time, and like she's like fighting fights that aren't her. Like it's just
I know, I feel like that was her in on the show, was to ride her coattails, to be
yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna, Lindsay's like the OG, so I'm gonna ride with her so that I get like the clout associated with being Lindsay's bestie."
yeah.
I was like, "Girl, it's a bad way to go, man. Bad
Could
way
have
to
picked
go."
anyone else to be friends with.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Sierra.
literally.
I love Sierra.
I'm obsessed with Sierra.
Honestly, unproblematic. Like anything she does, I'm
Yeah,
like, you know what? And she should.
truth.
Like,
And like valid all the time,
yeah,
right? I
yeah,
know, she's a queen. I love her.
yeah,
It'll be weird without Paige there though, with Sierra. What did
yeah.
you think? Okay, wait, hold on. Did you guys watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives ever?
I just watched it last week, all of it.
Darrien, did you watch it?
No, I'm so sorry. I just haven't. I'm not. I basically now I'm not watching reality TV just to keep a different opinion on this pod. So
Okay,
Allie's
well,
Okay,
like,
well, fair.
let's fucking talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives.
So, Allie, you watched season 1 and season 2.
yeah, last week, both of them.
Okay. Both of them. Okay, amazing. So you're up to date on everything. Who was your favorite in season 1?
Oh my
Wait,
God,
hold on. Do you guys want to listen to Millie snoring? Hold on.
Amazing.
oh my God.
A special cameo for Millie.
Classic Frenchy snoring, hey?
Yeah. Um,
Okay, anyways.
okay, like I hate to say it, but not thinking of season two, if I'd just seen season one, I said that I really liked Demi.
Yes.
And
How much
then
do you hate that her name is Demi, though?
instead of like Demi?
Demi,
Demi.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And then after season two, girl, I hate you. I do like what the fuck's her name? Macy? She's kind of like
Macy,
I feel
yeah.
like she could be like low key a bitch, and I don't know, my friends were saying like, no, she's the best. She's always like in the middle and having to deal with things, and I don't know, she still could
Mhm,
turn bad, but I feel like this
mhm.
season she was the MVP. I mean,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Taylor's the best.
Yeah, Taylor takes so much shit. I feel
Yeah.
like, Darien, you need to know this about Taylor. Do you know any of the Mormon wives on like TikTok and stuff?
I think I know one of them, but I actually don't know her
It'd
name.
be Taylor
Okay.
probably.
Oh,
It's probably Taylor Frankie Paul. And on this season, so she was like in this scandal of like swinging situation
great.
So you probably know who that is. So,
Yeah.
anyways, this kind of like ruined her life because everyone's dragging her name through the dirt. She's not the only one that was involved in this, but like she was being honest about it, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're such a whore." And then so, anyways, she got divorced from the dude that she was in this scandal with, and then she started dating this other guy. And on this season, her dad like basically calls her a whore because she started sleeping with this guy like the third time that she hung out with him, and they were at like a family barbecue, and he was cheating on her. He was like mentally abusing her, and she has a baby with him. So she was like, yeah, no, like she found out that he was doing all of this stuff behind his back. And so she's talking about it at her family barbecue, and she's like, yeah, like I think it's just like bullshit that, I'm being treated this way and I shouldn't stand for being cheated on and whatever. And her stepdad was like, what does that say about you that you hooked up with him on the third time that you hung out with him?
Yeah.
And like all of her family was like, "Yeah, what does that say about you? Like you should be
Dude.
ashamed of yourself." And they were like, "You need to work it out because you have a baby with this man and you
No.
were a whore and slept with him on the third night that you met
And
him or
yet they
whatever."
like hated him before. They hated him. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden they're just like, but the mom has been like, they're awful parents to her. Like,
Oh,
they openly call her, yeah, like, they don't say the word horror, but they pretty much say, yeah, like, they always say, well, what did you expect? What did you expect was going to happen? Why would someone treat you good when you just give
yeah.
them, like,
Yeah. No, this is like someone else we know who said along the lines of that you have to work it out because that's what you do.
Mhm.
No, no, if your life is being worsened by your partner, they're not your partner anymore.
No.
So, peace.
Yeah, it was
Toxic energy.
crazy.
That's
But when
crazy.
I watched it, that was like one of the first episodes too. And when I watched that, I was like literally vibrating watching. Like I wanted to reach through the screen and grab Taylor and pull her out and be like, "You do not deserve this. This is not your family.
No.
These are people who are associated with you through blood, but they are not your family. This
Yeah.
is wild."
and like,
So it was so crazy.
I like didn't like that her mom also suddenly got like all these surgeries.
I know.
Mm,
Like, she
And she's
suddenly
calling all these other girls clout chasers.
Yeah, and she like literally went like between season 1 and 2 when everything blew up and they got famous. She went and got like every fucking plastic surgery and like
She
gastro
got a new
bypass,
face.
everything. She got a whole. She looks completely different. She's like dropped like I want to say like
Yeah.
50 to 100 pounds. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally.
exactly. And like she's talking about how she got all these surgeries and stuff, and I'm like, you probably got that with the money that your daughter's make or that you're
Yes.
making from your daughter being. So I don't
Exactly.
know.
I know. So crazy. But oh my God, the TV drama these days.
And then I go and I watch all the podcasts that are like recap. I'm watching all the Vile Files episodes
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
all of this. And now the new season of Love Island started last week. You guys don't watch it, do you?
No.
mm-mm.
Oh my God, you guys, it's so good. And also, I have to tell you that this one girl's name on there, which I found out later, her real name is Isabel, but she introduced herself as Bella on there, but it's spelled Belle dash A. Yeah. So people on TikTok were calling her Belle Dasha and like making fun of her, and she got like sent home anyways the other night. But yeah,
Beldasha.
Old Beldasha.
it's just
That
like
is
Hilarious.
diabolical.
yeah, no, I just love. I guess it just gives me something to live for right now with my everything going
Yeah,
on.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
In
That's
this
fine.
economy,
in this economy,
Right?
in this political climate,
honestly.
Darrien, has there been anything that you've been watching?
yes, I'll update you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I did watch that show. I think we talked about this, Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple TV.
Oh.
Watch that one. Really like that. And then Tim and I have been watching The Last of Us. So we're just diving into that. We're in season 2 now, and it's good. 10 out of 10 would
That's like
recommend it.
Apocalypse, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Um, and now I'm watching Sirens on Netflix. Have you guys seen the ads for this?
I just started episode 1.
And I won't give you any spoilies.
Yeah.
I feel like the first episode Like I feel like it took me a minute to like buy into their characters a little bit. Also because like I know I like that girl. I think she was on White Lotus, Megan Fanny, but she
Mm.
was on that show I used to watch ages ago. Do you guys remember the show, The Bold Type?
No.
I was like
I
deeply obsessed with
yeah,
it.
I do remember. I didn't watch it, but I do remember it. Yeah.
You remember my obsession with it. And she was on that, so I just feel like seeing her in another role was like jarring to me because I'm like,
Mm.
you should be that girl. But
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, been watching that. That's what I've been doing.
Okay, so I've heard that Sirens is like people are like, oh my god, it's like White Lotus, you're gonna love it. Which brings me to, did you watch White Lotus, Darrien?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm almost done season 2.
Okay, but
Are
then
you?
they said that she didn't want to watch season 2, so then I was like, well, I'm not gonna watch season 1.
Well, you gotta watch
Darian,
season
season 2 has
1.
Aubrey Plaza in it.
I love Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
I might watch season 2, but I feel like we made like a blood pact on this podcast and you've just gone like totally against it.
I
And I'm
have.
feeling very,
Okay, I'll try really hard.
well, we'll see. Finish Sirens and see what you think of Sirens. Because like I said, I hear that they say that it's kind of like the same vibe, if you will.
Same but different.
So,
All right.
but, well, now we all got some homework to do here.
Yeah. Busy night.
Busy night ahead.
Probably stress. Um.
What else is on your weekly roundup?
Oh, I had a couple of things that I wanted to touch base on.
Okay.
Okay, one is the Odd Bunch. I ordered this food. It's like a produce box. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's like all the reject stuff from the store that honestly, like the tomatoes were just like not rounded. They were just like a little bit misshapen.
wow.
And it was $25 and I got so much shit in it. It was unbelievable. So
Is it local?
it's all across Canada, actually.
Okay.
So check it out. I feel like actually, okay, we got grapes in it. So it's $25 with shipping, okay? Because he had to pay $5 on shipping. Just consider that there were grapes in there. If there was nothing else in there, that's worth 50% of the box.
Yeah, when we're talking about the price of things, right?
Yeah, grapes are like $10. For sure you're spending $10 on grapes, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, there was a ton of stuff in there. I got like a pomegranate, cantaloupe.
But do you use it all? Because I would be worried I would get all that and then like I wouldn't be able to use it, and then it'd just go bad.
So we got a bunch of kale and a thing of bok choy, and like we weren't gonna use that right away. That's the other thing. So I like cut up all the kale, washed and cut up the kale, and then put it in a freezer bag, and then like I can take it out and put it in like a stir fry. Same thing with the bok choy. I did that too. I washed it, laid it flat, and froze it. So I think it's just how you prepare. But yeah, I think you really have to like, depending on what you get. Like we got potatoes, those will be fine, you know?
Is it a subscription or is it like just you buy one box?
It's a subscription. You can cancel anytime. But
Okay.
we ordered one and then I just paused for the rest of the month anyway. I'm thinking I'll probably order it once a month.
Yeah.
That would be enough for me where I'd be like, oh, it's something new to try. And it kind of forces you to rethink your meals with fruits and vegetables a little bit differently. Like we've been just like having at every lunch, I've been eating just like a freaking tomato with like salt and pepper and like, you just like force
Yeah.
eat it then.
You're like, oh, better get this, better use this, right?
Yeah. So that's been good.
Nice. Love that.
I wrote a few more things on here. Peloton workouts. I've been really vibing with Peloton workouts this last few weeks. Specifically, Cody Rigsby's spin classes are 10 out of 10. He's hilarious.
He's the best. Yep.
Like I'm laughing while I'm doing my spin class, which is like, love that.
Yeah.
Pelvic PT, back on my pelvic PT. This
Good
week
for you.
went today again because, I got all the pelvic issues. So I was like, we're prioritizing health.
Yes.
Part of Project Get Swole, really.
Snaps.
And the last one was Butterbell. Are you guys familiar with Butterbells?
Yes.
Darian's up on her soapbox again. About the
About
butter
What's
bells.
going on?
Have I been on the soapbox? Just to you.
To me, maybe.
Yeah, I love the
Okay.
Butterbell. I just
Do you
thought
have one?
We do.
So give me some pros about this butter bell because I've heard about it, but it's just like it's just supposed to keep it softer.
Yeah, it's just like you put the butter in the one half, and the other part you put like a third of a cup of cold water. You have to use
Okay.
salted butter is the other thing that the internet told me because I'd heard a bunch of people saying they got moldy butter in there. Not anyway.
Yeah.
So you smear it in, you put it in, and then yeah, you have this soft butter, just like amazing. But the cold water, creates an environment where it's not getting bacteria growing.
So if I have like a buttered dish, is that supposed to be bad for butter?
Apparently so. I think it could be depending on how long you leave it there. That's the thing.
Until it's gone, baby.
So it's gone. I don't know.
So it
Have you ever had
depends.
butter go moldy in a butter dish?
I don't think so. I don't know what butter mold looks like though. Like you know how sometimes cheese mold it's not actually like green mold.
So fucking
So you never really know. If it's like the white little dots,
yeah.
geez, I probably could have eaten moldy butter every day of my life.
Um, Me searching in butter mold and just like molds for butter comes up. Like, what does butter mold look like?
That's such a trendy thing right now, moldy and butter and soaps.
Yeah, right?
Huh.
Oh yeah, it
Well,
gets
that's
like that.
interesting.
Um,
Okay, well, no, I've not eaten butter that's looked like that for sure.
that's good.
So,
Glad to hear it.
yeah, that is good.
Anywho, that's my weekly roundup. What's on y'all's?
Um, my weekly roundup, sorry, my camera's like so blurry. Um, I've I bought Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. I've been reading that. So far, 10 out of 10.
Allie, is that the one you had me read?
Um,
I've read two of them, right?
yeah, you read the one about PEI. Is that one about PEI? No?
No,
Okay, the PEI
this one's in
one.
Ontario.
In
Oh,
Muskoka?
no,
What?
Every Summer After might be the one I just read. Is
Yeah,
it
they're
like
in.
a girl and
It's like
her,
brand new, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, and her mom dies?
Well, I
No.
hope you didn't
Well,
just ruin it
no,
for
it's
me,
in like
but
that's the whole point of the story. Like it's in the bio or whatever. Okay, no, that one might be
mm,
Golden Summer or something.
No, I read This Summer Will Be Different and Meet Me at the Lake. Meet Me at the Lake is in Muskoka. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, This Summer Will Be
mm,
Different is the PEI one. And I actually found a coworker who also reads them, so we've been talking about them.
they're so good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Darrien, I could not finish Carrie Soto is Back. That was a DNF for me. Yeah. There was too much Spanish in it, honestly, that just like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it would. Did you read it or did you listen to it?
I was reading it.
Okay. To me, like every time they would put like a Spanish phrase in there, like my brain
It's
would like switch
disconnected.
gears and then it's just like, wait, what does that mean? And then like, so I just like couldn't do it.
Yeah. I do feel like when I was reading it, I remember saying, like, I wish they just had, like, a little subsection here.
Well, yeah, and I feel like a lot of books that have like different languages in them, it will say next to it, like it'll say it in Spanish or French or whatever, and then it'll say a little blurb so that you know what they're talking about.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
so anyways, that was a little
Wow.
bit disappointing. But so to say that I went from Carrie Soto is back to like creeping through those pages, like trying to finish it.
Hmm.
And then I saw this book at, this brings me to 2 points. I was in the airport, got delayed, so I went to a bookstore, bought the book because I was like, you know what? It's actually not a bad price. It was $30 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, if I go to Chapters, I'm going to buy it for the same price anyway, so I'll just buy it here.
Hmm.
So I did. And I'm just like turning the pages through this one. Love it. It's gripping me. It's exciting. Like I
Yeah.
really, really like it. I was gonna tell you guys, I don't know if you know this, but at HomeSense, they sell books.
Did I
Yeah.
know that?
Did you know that?
I don't think
Yeah,
I knew
because
that.
it's like where the journals are and stuff.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, they don't have
So
like a ton of them sometimes, but depending on, I guess, how
yeah,
big yours is.
the one that I went to the other day, I was livid. There was a hardback of Every Summer After for $12.
Dude,
Yeah,
That's
a
a steal.
hardcover. Yeah. So, anyways, that's just like a PSA for people if you didn't know, like me. It was great books like Carley Fortune. There was a bunch of Colleen Hoover books there. They had Frida McFadden, like popular books, and I was mad because I'd read all of them. Like,
yeah.
and then I had a tragic event happen. I picked out a book. It was like Powerless or something like that. I think it's like Powerless maybe. Anyways, doesn't really matter because what happened was is I decided after looking at all of these books, I was like, this is the one that I'm gonna buy because I've heard it's good. Whatever. I pick it up, I take it with me. Found a garbage can, and I was like, oh my god, I need this garbage can. Went and got a cart to put the garbage can in. I set the book down to put the garbage can in the cart, and then I left the book there.
No.
Classic ADHD.
Yeah.
Classic.
Devastating.
Literally, I got to the tail and I was like, "Where the fuck's my book?" And then I was like, "Oh my god, it's gone, it's gone."
It's gone forever.
And
That's
then
good.
I was gonna tell you guys this too. Gigantic garbage can because it's like the double one. That's why I had to buy it.
Yeah.
Like so you can have recycle in one side and then yeah. So anyways, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." I put it in the cart so I can bring it up to the front to pay for it because it's gigantic. And in my head, I was like, I need to carry this book too, and I can't carry a book in a garbage can at the same time. I go to leave. Have you guys ever been halted by a cart that cannot leave a store?
Once at Superstore, my wheel locked. Yeah.
I was like
Traumatizing.
mad because I was like,
Very
this is a
humbling.
stainless steel garbage can.
Yeah.
And like the violent stop that we came to was insane. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You can't take that outside. And I was like, are you going to fucking carry this to my car?
You
Like-
can't take carts outside at all there?
No.
Because I did just get mine like unlocked at Superstore once.
Yeah,
But
no, she was like,
Well,
no,
it's
you
pretty
can't. She was like,
perfect.
you can. Yeah, she said you can pull your car up closer if you want to. But I was like, oh my God. So
Depends
it was
on the area.
crazy though. I was like, and there was people like close behind me too. Like they almost ran into me.
Devastating.
It's crazy.
God, that's
So that was like the universe being like, you don't need a book. You don't need to be at Winners. Put the garbage can away.
Go home, bitch.
save some
Go
money.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was traumatizing for me. I learned a hard lesson that day. So proceed with caution.
Don't go to Winners without a plan.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we got a couple more things on the list. Maybe we'll visit those next week. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got
Okay.
any last minute weekly roundups?
I tell you, I'm still hard on the Biscoff peanut butter and waffle syrup oatmeal. Like, I had it again this morning, and I was like I'm like licking the bowl. Like,
Oh, I actually
so
have
good.
something. It's right in front of me. Dino Sours.
Fuck, I can't believe Allie bought these up in bulk.
I went to Wholesale Club yesterday just to buy these. I bought 2 bags of them. I ate like probably 40 of them last night, and I've never felt so sick in my whole life. And then I
I
just
love
ate
it.
like 4 more while we were recording. I have a very, my iron is deathly low now. I'm on the list. I'm getting an iron infusion. So I feel like maybe
Oh, wow.
I've been getting some cravings. Like I've heard of people that get cravings when they have like really low iron.
Yep.
And I guess mine was like that's literally all I've been thinking about for like weeks. So yeah,
Hyperfixation.
that's pretty much been that's my weekly roundup right there.
Darren's like Peloton, physio, and we're like
And
snacks.
like the Dino Sours.
Yeah.
I went to the pavilions on the weekend, like it was like a mosaic pavilions thing, and we went to like all of them, and I was like, wow, I don't like any of this food. I don't like literally anything other than just like white carbs.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I was thinking about you guys. I don't know why, but I was like, they would be so embarrassed to be out in public with me right now. Like,
And did you or did you not have an allergic reaction?
I had 2.
Oh.
One
Both
each
days?
day. Yep. Yeah.
That's why you don't like exotic foods, Allie, because you're not sure what you're gonna die from.
I
Yeah, they
literally
all
ate a
got
poutine, a Greek poutine, and my like everything was fucked. And then the next day I had a piece of like this like fried bread at the Hungarian one, and same thing.
that was your problem.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't
You can't
stray
have
from the
that
Dino
Eastern European.
Sours.
Yeah.
Never had an allergic reaction from them.
Okay, I actually, one quick thing about dinosaurs is I don't know if you recall this, but remember in high school I had that salivary gland stone? Do you remember this?
Not
Allie?
me.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Didn't know
Sorry.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember I had to
I
get it
I
like burnt out of my mouth?
I don't know. I'm only remembering the traumatic time of your tonsils. So
That was pre that. So in high
Wasn't
school, I had this salivary gland stone, which basically meant that anytime I had something sour or sweet and your salivary glands would respond, I would get this shooting pain down the side of my face and into my
yeah.
neck.
Okay, I do remember this. Yeah.
And I found out because our one teacher gave us Dino Sours like every day. She had one of those bags, and every day she, if you answered a question right, Dino Sour. And that was the first thing that I ate when I remember being like, "Holy mother of fucking Christ, I'm passing away." And then I found out it was a salivary gland stone, and I haven't had Dino Sours since.
rude.
I can mail you some. I have 3.6 kilograms worth.
That's amazing.
Anyways, I'm so happy to be back,
Well,
guys.
we're so happy to have you back. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for waiting for me.
On that dino sour note, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bedtime.
Yes.
It's time for bed. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.